Hello, welcome to Sunshine Haze. This is Aja A. This video is really for Scorpio, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising. I apologize for whatever happened. Definitely going to blame that on, we're literally coming out of the retrograde, the Mercury retrograde in a couple of days. I posted your video, and for those of you that watch me, I'm a little OCD about how I post my things and like the order of my videos and how I lay my cards out. So like, I really sat there and made a Scorpio video that was not that reading. There was a reading for Scorpio, and uploaded it. And usually I go back and watch the video. However, I was so tired. I just fell asleep afterwards. I never watched it. And then I woke up, or not woke up, like later on in the next day, I think, or later on in the day, I saw a notification for a comment. Chelsea, watch out. A notification for a comment. And it was like, I'm so offended. Like, I'm a Scorpio. You just called me a Leo like 32 times. And I'm like, what? I was so confused. I don't know how this happened, but somehow the Leo video turned into the Scorpio video on YouTube. I really have no clue. Very like, I just don't know, you guys. So this is really the Scorpio video. I apologize that your video is so late, but this reading really will be for y'all, okay? So as I said, for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, or Scorpio Rising, so if you feel like this video isn't resonating with you, go on and check out your Moon or Rising sign. In the description box below, I have a link to a playlist with all the tarot videos on there. We're going to be looking at the new moon in Aries, so new beginnings and a lot to do with ourselves. If you're interested in knowing a little bit more about what that means, having a lunar cycle in Aries, I also have a video out about that. That is also in the description box below, okay guys? All right, so I'm going to do, like I do every lunar cycle, quick little, like 4 or 5 card spread. This one's a 5-card spread. I'm going to be looking at the energy for you coming in, Scorpio, during this Aries lunar cycle, anything that may be crossing you. And since we're dealing with Aries, we're going to look at one card that will tell you about either some new opportunities coming in or actions that you need to be taking. And then we'll also look at a card in regards to your personal healing or your personal health or just taking care of yourself. And then as I do in every spread, I'll have a little soul message card for you. So a message for your higher self, or, you know, just apply to your life however you see fit. It is a message that needs to be communicated to you. The world keeps popping up in your spread, y'all. Ooh, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, this is why I shuffle with my eyes closed. I get so excited about the cards. All right, let's see what is in store for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, and Scorpio Rising during this lunar cycle in Aries, and that's going to be from mid-April to mid-May. All right, let's go on and cut the deck for you. Ooh, I wonder what that card is. Sorry, okay, all right. Sorry. All right, let's see what's popping for you, Scorpio. That's funny, and it was like kind of flying out there. Okay. Son of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands. In my deck, I have the Wild Unknown Tarot deck, and I'll talk about all these cards and pull them up to the top of the screen for you as I go through them, okay? And the Ace of Wands. Ooh, this is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be looks good so far, y'all. Wow, and the Ace of Pentacles. Yo, this is crazy. I wish I was a Scorpio. Almost wish I was a Scorpio. Nah, just kidding. I love my Cancers. Cancer, gang, gang, gang. All right. Wow. Okay. So Scorpio is all about action for you during this lunar cycle. And what is very interesting is you have your full moon coming up. So I think this action has a lot to do with releasing whatever is in your way. And it's really going to clear out some space and energy for you so you can go on and really get started on what looks like a whole bunch of new projects or new cycles or something. Let's go on and talk you guys through this. I'm just looking at your card. What's that? I'm just looking at your cards, and you have literally Wands and Pentacles, which is bomb. Y'all know I like the Wands cards and the Pentacles cards. I like money and I like action. Okay, so coming up in your spread first is the Sun of Wands. This is the Knight of Wands. This is coming up in the position of the energy for you during this Aries lunar cycle, okay? So this could mean two things. Because this is a court card, it could be somebody possibly coming in for you with, you know, either some information or an opportunity, but it could be somebody who is of the fire suit, either younger or someone that just carries a very vibrant energy, possibly a male. Doesn't have to be a male though, but because it is the Knight of Wands, maybe a dude. But having to do with the fire suit, Wands is action, adventure. So if this is a person we're talking about coming in, it's somebody who could be a very charming individual, somebody that, you know, can talk the talk, pretty much put it to you like that. Maybe someone that you need to work with, or just somebody that's going to be very prominent for you, can teach you something during this time. On the other hand, because this is in the energy position, this could, and I believe it actually points to the energy that you're going to be harnessing during this, during this Scorpio moon, during this Aries new moon. Why am I mixing those up? Because Scorpio is at the end of the month with the full moon. Yeah, so this energy that you guys could be harnessing during this next month is a very adventurous energy. You may be feeling like you just want to go out there and take chances and get things started. You may be feeling yourself. This is a very this is a charmer's card, so you may be out there, you know, laying the Mac down. Who knows? You don't really have love coming up in your spread, but you know, that energy that just puts off a little bit of a charm, a little bit of a mystery. You may really be working and people may just be wondering, like, what are you doing? Because they see you working so hard, but nobody really knows what's going on, and you're kind of just like, you know, you'll see soon. So that is kind of the energy that's coming up for you, Scorpio. I'm excited to talk to my Scorpio friends. What do you guys have going on? Coming up in the position of what could be crossing you is the Three of Pentacles. Even though I was talking about I love the Pentacles cards, I forgot that I had a what's crossing you card in this spread. So this is the Three of Pentacles, and this card typically points to teamwork and focus and, you know, being determined and really, you know, moving along on the path that you've laid out for yourself to get whatever you plan to come into existence. So that coming up in the position that's crossing you, and your energy being, you know, I want to get out there and work, I just want to make things happen. This could actually point to a little bit of stagnancy for you, or a little bit of blockages. It's a Pentacles card, so there could be something coming up in either, you know, having to do with your home, or having to do with your job, or having to do with your finances, that could possibly not necessarily stop you from doing whatever you're going to be doing with this Sun of Wands energy, but it could slow down the process, possibly. This could also point to the people that you have around you working with you on these things. You might come into a little bit of some disagreements as far as other people that are involved. And with this card coming up, I almost want to say, like, you having the Sun of Wands, like, whatever you're working on might really be like your baby, or something that you're very invested in. The Sun of the Wand suit is very passionate. When it comes to things that we're doing, it's almost like the water suit, where we are emotionally invested. The Wand suit is very passionate about things. So whatever you're working on, you're putting a lot of energy into, and possibly the people around you are making it a little bit difficult, or maybe trying to get you to change something that you're doing. And it's because this is the Pentacle suit, it's like you're not going to move on it, but it's causing some problems, because maybe things are supposed to go a certain way, but you want them to go this way, and you have a way for you to do that, but people are like not really rocking with it. So a little bit of stubbornness here with the Sun of Wands being like, you just want to put your energy and put your you just want to create, and you just really want things to come into fruition, but You may have people around you or situations around you that are kind of putting blockages in the way for you and not really not really meshing with the way that you have things played out. We were talking about fire and earth here, and they don't really go together. They actually don't go together. So there's a little bit of a clash there. You want to make moves and things around you are like, nah, I want you to stay here and just it's almost like it wants you to remain stagnant, and maybe whatever you're involved in is not bad for you, but it's like you could rise above and be doing something way different, way better, way more exciting for yourself, you know? So just keep that in mind. That may just be, I went a little deep into that one for you guys. I guess that was really important. Just keep in mind that is just a challenge. Obstacles can be removed. I would like to remind you guys of that. So next card that we have coming up, which is really cool because we're going into the Aries lunar season, and Aries is a fire sign. This is a fire card. This is my favorite fire card. This is the Ace of Wands. I love ace cards. So the Ace of Wands coming up in the position of action that you need to take, or, you know, opportunities coming in for you, is a really good card to have. The Ace of Wands is all about new beginnings. And as I was saying with that Son of Wands, it's looking like new beginnings on things that you're going to be extremely passionate about. You know, things that people are really going to receive well because of all the creative energy that you put into it. The Wands fire suit carries a lot of creative energy as well. So with the the Ace of Wands coming up in the position of the moves that you need to make or opportunities coming in for you, it really just points, this is a card of expansion. This is a card of growth. This is a card of really getting shit popping. So with this card coming up in this position, there are two messages that I have for you. These things that you're trying to put into play for the Son of Wands, or that are already coming into play and you're being a little blocked with the situations around you, figure out a way to move around that because you have the means to expand on whatever these projects are. My mom always tells me there's more than one way to skin a cat. I always say the answer is never no. Like you can always get around to getting what you want or what you need. So get creative because you have a lot of fire energy in your suit, Scorpio. Get creative and figure out how to go around these blockages, these obstacles, and get started on what you really want to do and creating the success that you really want to see. On the other hand, the Ace of Wands is also a card of inspiration. So because this is also in the position of opportunities that may be coming in for you, there may be people, there may be situations, or, you know, opportunities that may be presented to you that really just inspire you and put more into these projects that you've been working on as the Son of Wands. So especially if you're involved in something or around people that you just feel like a really good connection with, or you come across something that you just like, oh, that really resonates with me, be open to working with other people, be open to, you know, diving a little bit deeper into the research on whatever it is, whatever that situation might be, because it can really give you some insight and inspire you to create bigger and better things. And you have that Ace of Wands energy. So whatever you want to put into play right now will most likely be successful because of this card being the start of it. All right, y'all. So what we've got coming up in the what you need to heal position, or yourself. It's interesting. You've got the Ace of Pentacles, which is interesting coming up, that you also have Pentacles crossing you. So the Ace of Pentacles coming up as, you know, in your like spiritual healing or your self-healing position is very interesting because it really does tie into the Three of Pentacles crossing you. So you've got the Ace of Wands, you've got the passion, you've got the will, you've got the drive, but you have something blocking you. The Ace of Pentacles is a card of very, you know, abundant beginnings. Things that you put into play that have the Ace of Pentacles behind them tend to be very stable, very grounded, bring you a lot of financial abundance if it's a business or whatever you may have whatever, so be it. Sorry, y'all. The Ace of Pentacles, though, coming up in your self, like your healing position, tells me that you guys really may not be very grounded right now, and your root chakras may be a little off, which makes a lot of sense. Water signs tend to have a lot of issues with balancing the root chakra, even though water is compatible with earth, because there's so much emotion in us. It's very hard for us to become grounded because we spend so much time in our hearts. So this coming up in your spread, Scorpio, it is interesting, but it also makes a lot of sense. You guys are water, so although you have all this passion, this creative energy, it's a little bit harder for you to manifest it physically, bring it into the physical. You have all these ideas, but it's like you have these paths laid out for you by this, this Three of Pentacles here. You've got these paths laid out for you by the Three of Pentacles, and you're just really not with it because you have your own way of going about things, and you know that they'll work out better for you in the long run, as opposed to sticking along the path paved out for you, because you want to go along the path that is for you as opposed to paved out for you, if that makes sense. What I will say, though, with this card coming up in this position, give you a little positive spin on it. Although this is presenting a challenge, you have another Ace of Wands. So you have another Ace card in the deck. So although the grounding, the stability for you is a little bit of a challenge, once you get past it, it is saying that whatever you're working on or that you're about to bring into, view for all of us to see will be very successful for you. You just have to get a grip on, this earth energy. All right, Scorpio, what's the last card I got for you? The Daughter of Wands, and that is coming up in the position of your soul message. So the Daughter of Wands, as I said earlier, I have the Wild Unknown Tarot deck. So I have family members instead of, King, Queen, Knight, and Page. So this is the Page of Wands. And I'm going to say that plays into what I was saying about finding a way around this Three of Pentacles to get to the things that you really want to do. This is another Wands card, another fire card, all about action. But this card is pointing to somebody who is a visionary. So you've really got to tap into your creative abilities even more so, Scorpio, to figure out how you can actually get to the point that you want to be at as far as you are concerned. Remember that we are in Aries season, so it's actually not about everybody else right now. This is really the time. We spend so much time on the other aspects of the zodiac and working with the collective that we really sometimes forget to devote energy to ourselves. So Scorpio, during this time, you need to go on and take a play on that Aries energy and really just focus on you. It's okay to be selfish sometimes. And this is also just saying, this Daughter of Wands is also just saying, like, Scorpio, you can be a very mysterious individual. You don't let on to a lot that you have going on in your life. But this card is coming up just to say, with all this fire energy that you have coming up in the chart, it's just saying, let loose a little bit, have some fun, stop being so serious, take a little bit of time to enjoy life. And in turn, you'll actually be able to figure these things out. When you're out there not really thinking about things is when you receive the messages or you see the things that you need to see. When you're not thinking about the problem is typically when you find the solution to it. Pretty much put it to you like that. So go out there, live life, have some fun. Go do some things outside of what you're working on that you're also passionate about. Just devote some energy to healing yourself. Once you let go of some of that weight that you've been carrying around, you'll actually be able to ground yourself a lot better. Okay, Scorpio? All right, y'all. I hope that was a good reading. And it's funny because I actually don't even remember the Scorpio spread now, but this is a good one. If you like that reading, but you want a little bit more insight into, your life personally, you can book a reading with me. I have an Etsy shop. I have an email address that you can communicate with me through, or you can send me a message on Instantgo. I have all that information down in the box below. Bars. If you like the video, go on and hit that little thumbs up button for me. If you have any questions or comments, go on and drop them down below. I do check the channel every couple of days, and I do pretty much respond to everybody unless it's something really rude. Then I just delete it, or I say something rude back because my Mercury is in Leo, but I try to refrain from doing so. So, all positive energy, no negative energy, welcome here. Spread love, all that. What else can I tell you guys? If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please subscribe. If you know any Scorpios that you think might enjoy this video or might benefit from this video, please share it with them. You guys actually do share my videos quite a bit. Still very surprised. I do thank you though, because that is how, you know, I'm growing my business, word of mouth, and by y'all just, you know, posting me all over the internet. So thank you. Yeah, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.